Hi everyone, Andragon with you. So today I wanted to share 9 best fights of the Golden Guild War. You see that we managed to hold nicely this week at top 4 of my server. And let me show you the fights which are chosen from my teammates and me against enemy heroes of higher power. So I'll show you only the fights which I tried to explain, which I just wanted to share with you, so that maybe you can get appropriate teams for your own guild wars. So the first fight is Selene versus Cheryl. You see the stats. So Selene plays Keira, Hellios, Nebula. She has Keira buffed with Nebula as damage, and Hellios should probably burn Yasmine here. That's the stats for this fight, and let's check how it went. Let's check what exactly happened there. So I'll remind you the stats before the fight, and let's enjoy it. So at part 1, obviously Yasmine should be burned by Hellios. Just a typical start of the game. Here we go. So first life gun, and actually you see this little sphere from Nebula, which means even more pain for Yasmine. Here we go. So no more Yasmine. And then she just goes through the opponent's defenses. We still don't have any armor buffs. Already 2 characters are dead. And now we even have silence. So actually her team cleaned this up before we had serious defense buffs. That's the team I wanted to show you, number 1 of Selene. The second team is about Golden Panter. So she played against Benoit, and this time I wanted to show how her heroes work. Usually she plays against Earth Titans, but today she had a chance to show that her heroes are pretty solid. So that's the fight. Let me show you the stats. She plays a huge Aurora team with Qing. I lost to Aurora plus Qing today twice because a physical team just gets stuck for a long time on such Auroras. So at the same time she plays a magic typical combo buffed by Celeste. So this team has nice synergy. The opponent plays a hybrid mage/physical team buffed by Nebula. So let me show you this fight, how it went, and what actually happened here. So Panter versus Benoit. As you see, the right team doesn't have much defenses. She have armor penetration, we have magic penetration, but no defenses. At the same time, the left team has bonus for magic attack, and as a result, the fight was really short. So Panter just cleaned Benoit real fast. The next team I wanted to show you is Dirtyduzen versus Tibor. It happened at HT Titans at our defense. So Tibor managed to remove me, that's why I'm not the hero of today, you see. But anyway, Dirtyduzen managed to stop him. So let's check this fight, let's check how it went. And I would say that the team he used was pretty logical, but still that was not enough. So check this out. We have Aurora, Orion, Hellios, Dorian as usual, the core, and Sebastian to remove the buffs from Arachne and Jorgen. So that's exactly the solution of Jorgen problem, Arachne problem. But we have Celeste with Biscuit, who will spam the dark ground, who will spam the freezing. The result, maybe he will try to outspam Dorian. So will it be successful? Let's see how it went, and let's see why Tibor was stuck at this particular fight. Let's enjoy this fight. So I'll remind you the stats. Here we go. At first, looks like everything is pretty solid. So he deals a huge amount of damage. Everything looks nice. No huge problems, right? So Dirtyduzen's team is based on debuffs. It makes you slow, it stops you from removing the team, and if you get slowed down, you probably lose. But in case of Tibor, he has Sebastian, and Sebastian, you see that his defense worked. Even with spam of Celeste, he is still not debuffed at all. Another episode, and this team is almost dead, but check this out. So when we have Maya buffed with magic attack bonus, she also can heal the entire team. And this healing is periodic, so it's not a huge one-shot hit, but a lot of healing still. And this team managed to survive. At the same time, you see that Aurora feels pretty hard. Jorgen can't block energy because we have Sebastian. Also, stuns doesn't work. So I would say Tibor's team is pretty logical here. The problem is he didn't have slightly more damage. So if he had slightly more damage, he could probably win this. But without Sebastian, without Aurora, he immediately gets stunned, debuffed, and he can do exactly nothing. So no more energy, no more work. Here we go. This team is dead. So that's the hero of defense this time. Next we have me versus Ruslan. It happened at anti-COVID, so I needed to remove huge opponents. You see that against Sirgush I just tried hard but didn't win. Anyway, I killed almost every character except Nebula and Marsa. But according to Ruslan, I needed to change my team. So this time I use a team of weaker power, you see. But anyway, I needed an effective team against Kark Pack. So here we have Kark, Sebastian, Nebula. So it's a Kark crit team, I would say. And I used Biscuit in order to reduce the amount of healing from the opponent. Because I didn't want Kark to be healed by other characters. I wanted to remove him first. At the same time, we have damage taken and healing for the stats. You see that Celeste also is a healer. So let's see how I fought with Ruslan. I'll show you the stats again, just for information. So I didn't use my main team, but anyway, this team looks more effective. I mean, I changed the pet, and actually that was reasonable. Check this out. So my target obviously is enemy Kark. If I remove Kark, this team will not go through my defenses. But to do it, I need to block the healing from the opponent. That's why here we have Biscuit to help me remove Kark. Also, Yasmine jumps on Kark, which stops him from ultimating. And the first life is gone. So now I need to survive. I need to remove the second life of Kark. We have armor penetration from Jinmao, and here we go. So Kark is no more. So now I need to heal my Esteros because he also is almost gone. And now actually I just need to go through enemy defenses. If I remove enemy Esteros successfully, then nobody will stop me from hitting hard the enemy team. So Jinmao deals splash damage to the entire front line. Also, she helps a lot in removing the enemy armor. And we just kill everybody. So it's like Yasmine versus Kark pack. This time I didn't use Sebastian, so it was okay. We didn't play against Jorgen, that's why not? That's my fight with Ruslan. Next, we have Max versus ChrisHeroes. Let me show you this fight. So here we go. Max plays a Kark pack, but he uses Jorgen to block the opponent. You can just clone him with Faceless. Sorry for background noise. And ChrisHeroes tried to just fight with everything. So Cornelius is against mages, obviously. Let's check the stats for this team. And let's watch this fight. What happened? So Max versus Chris. Here we go. The reason why I chose him is because if he can survive Yasmine somehow, you see that we have an opportunity to survive Yasmine. She tries to kill someone, but couldn't do it yet. And yes, here we go. So Axel is set probably on Celeste. That's why Cornelius can't go through. And that's why Celeste survives, recharges, and now we have double magic attack buff, which is pretty nice. At the same time, Kark received a lot of damage, but he heals back thanks to his ability. And Jorgen blocks energy, so now the right team is in trouble. Yes, we have Esteros, which was lost, but now no more Celeste, which means harder to attack, harder to resurrect. And now we have solid Kark versus Yasmine. Okay, so this time you see that Kark managed to remove Yasmine. As a result, he finished this fight. That was close, that wasn't easy, obviously, but he did it, which is pretty nice. The next fight happened also here, so Dragon versus Didou. Let me show you this fight, how it went. Dragon versus Didou, here we go. So that's the team composition. He plays Undead plus Isaac, just to fight mages and all the characters. So the reason why I said Dragon here is we have Maya, Lian and Hellios nicely burned by Corvus. You remember that he punishes for periodic damage, which means he can burn these three characters. Also, Isaac can fight against Jorgen, and Hellios he recharges faster. So that's the team which Dragon used. Let's check this fight and enjoy it. So Dragon versus Didou. Just check the damage. You see it? So at start of the fight we have the Super Altar of Souls from Corvus, which hits hard all the team. At the same time, Jorgen is one of the toughest characters and Albus helps to lower his health. So he cannot resurrect because Morgan is here, that's why if someone dies, he dies. So no more Lian, no more Maya, the altar keeps playing. Now Albus helps to finish the most solid opponents, I would say. Okay, so the stats again, just for your information. And that was the fight of Dragon. Next we have defense, so this time we have Manuela. Manuela as a defender against CaesarMarius. So let's find this fight and show you. Here we go, so this fight you see that she managed to survive. Anyway, let's check the team, let's check the stats. So we have another card pack, typical card pack with huge card. Against a hybrid, I would say, team, so she has block against mages as Rufus, she has block against physical and pure as Andvari, healing is Celeste, and Marsa and Jorgen will just annoy you in case you don't have Sebastian. So that's how the fight went, and Manuela managed to hold this fight. Let's see what happened and how it happened. That's their stats. So the problem is when you play Andvari, Kark can't lift the front line, right? So Andvari helps a lot against lifting of your front line, but still you have damage into Celeste and into Marsa. At the same time, we see that looks like the amount of healing was good enough. Now no more Celeste and Jorgen. Probably we will see punishment for... Yes. So, as I expected, we have punishment for Marsa, but she can heal back because the distance between her and the front line is huge. So, she can heal back. Now the question is, can Kark remove these three characters which are kind of effective against physical damage? And looks like we have huge amount of damage into Marsa, but what about the frontline tank? What about the hero who is specialized in fighting Karks? So Andvari is very effective against Kark. You see that timeout finished this fight and Manuela managed to hold. The next fight was against Dirtyduzen, so we have Dimon versus Sunny. That was my command because I thought that his team is effective. You see that actually the opponent is over 1 million and it's a super buffed opponent, probably ascended. But the team is hybrid, so you also have Keira Yasmine as physical, plus Orion as magic. So it's a hybrid team. What to do here? So to burn Yasmine, obviously he can play Hellios, with Merlin even more damage. To fight with others, he needs his own damage. So he plays mages plus Yasmine now. And this team is actually working. Why? Because we have several types of damage. I assume that he can swap Yasmine into another mage, for example, Faceless or maybe Nebula. So anyway, Yasmine can annoy the opponent. She can remove the key targets with armor penetration. This time she just uses poison, but still it works. Here we go. So just at start we have minus half of the team, which is pretty nice. So both Yasmine and his Orion managed to remove the team really fast. 1 million team. Pretty great for Dimon. Let me show you the stats again. So that was Dimon versus Sunny. Over 1 million, but clean up in less than 20 seconds. And the last is also about Dragon. So Dragon versus Jeff. Let me show you another fight with this hero who manages to burn the opponents pretty often. So this fight happened also against Titi Twister. And here we see a team with Andvari. So Andvari, again, he can help you a lot. That's the stats. Let me show you the fight. Dragon versus Jeff. Let me remind you the stats. And here we go. So actually, we remember that with Altar of Souls, it's really nice to burn Hellios, to burn Keira. So if your team is good enough to hold, then Keira and Hellios will suffer hard, just as at this game. To finish the opponent, he has his own Keira, they can't resurrect because he plays Morrigan, and actually his Corvus is protected with Andvari, so together they work better. As a result, he managed to hold the line and clean everything in 35 seconds. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope this information helps you to build better teams and be more effective at Guild Wars. So we weren't stronger than our opponents, but we collected a nice amount of points from them. So thanks for watching, see you in the next videos, and good luck to you!